You spend hours memorizing vocabulary and grammar, yet by tomorrow nearly 70% of it is gone. Frustrating, isn't it? But it's not entirely your fault. Your brain is simply wired to discard information it deems irrelevant. However, here's a startling contrast. In Japan, students are forced to memorize over 2,000 complex traditional Chinese characters and retain them for a lifetime. What's their astonishing secret to this linguistic mastery? It's a truth your language teachers might never have revealed. The actual reason you forget those hard-won words and tricky grammar points isn't a lack of effort on your part, but the fundamentally flawed study methods you've been relying on. Traditional approaches, like endlessly rereading your phrasebook or mindlessly highlighting verb conjugations, feel productive, but your brilliant brain often dismisses them as mere background noise, much like an annoying pop-up ad you instinctively close. Be honest. How many times have you stayed up late, meticulously reviewing vocabulary lists, only to face a terrifying blank when you try to speak? That's not a personal failing. It's basic neuroscience. There's a pervasive force called the forgetting curve, silently eroding every new word and phrase you desperately try to learn. Within 24 hours, your mind discards nearly everything. By day 3, merely faint traces of your hard-won language skills remain. But what if you could outsmart your own brain? What if you could definitively break free from this cycle of endless relearning and finally achieve fluency? Japanese students have perfected this for centuries. Their power comes not from studying harder, but from studying smarter, specifically for language acquisition. You don't need to sift through hundreds of academic linguistic papers. I've already done that deep dive for you. Here are 4 powerful, evidence-based strategies they've used to achieve language mastery without burying themselves in textbooks for countless hours. It's time to integrate Japanese linguistic wisdom into your own language journey. Let's explore these game-changing approaches one by one. 1. Active recall, the samurai approach to language memory. Most people instinctively focus on input, reading foreign articles, watching subtitled shows, highlighting new words in a dictionary. They believe feeding information in builds language memory. But the truth is, linguistic memory truly solidifies through output. Consider it like rigorously training a speaking muscle. Every time you compel your brain to retrieve a specific word, a grammatical structure, or a full phrase, those mental connections don't just strengthen. They become robust and enduring. When you grapple to recall how to say something, you're not failing, you're powerfully reinforcing those vital language pathways. This is a core lesson from Japanese learning for lasting linguistic retention. How do you put this into powerful action? It's deceptively simple. Close your language textbook or app. Take out a fresh, blank sheet of paper. Now, write down absolutely everything you can remember about a specific lesson or topic, perhaps all the vocabulary from Chapter 3, or every way to say hello you've learned. It might feel frustrating initially, like a struggle to pull those words from thin air, but that very struggle is the secret ingredient. Those moments of effort create incredibly strong connections for your language brain. Western students often cram vocabulary. Japanese students cultivate profound linguistic knowledge. Embrace their way. 2. The Kumon method, learning vocabulary in small, powerful steps. The sheer volume of vocabulary and grammar in a new language can feel utterly overwhelming. The Kumon method, a straightforward yet profoundly effective Japanese learning technique, shatters this feeling by guiding you to break your language studies into tiny, manageable increments. This approach consistently encourages daily, bite-sized learning, maybe just 5 new words or 1 conjugation rule, steadily reinforcing concepts until they become intuitive, almost second nature. The acclaimed author James Clear, in his impactful book Atomic Habits, echoes a similar profound idea. Small, consistent improvements compound into truly extraordinary results over time. He illustrates how even 1-minute changes, being just 1% better each day, lead to remarkable exponential growth in your language abilities. The Kumon method operates on this precise principle, mastering a little every single day rather than attempting to cram an entire unit at once. 3. Spaced repetition, the gardening technique for your language brain. Visualize spaced repetition as a master gardener tending to a precious plant. You refresh language memories precisely before they begin to fade. Instead of trying to review all your flashcards haphazardly, you strategically space out your revisits over time. First, 24 hours later, then 72 hours, then a week, then a month. Each time you revisit a word or phrase, your memory not only becomes sharper, but it also lasts significantly longer. Japanese students don't procrastinate until the terrifying eve of a language test. They employ systematic, precise review to keep vocabulary and grammar always fresh and accessible. The crucial point is to intervene right before linguistic forgetting takes hold. 4. Shu, the art of language focus. Command your attention, command your fluency. True language mastery isn't merely about technique, it's about cultivating a revolutionary mindset. In Japan, students rigorously practice shu, a profound state of deep concentration where they become utterly absorbed in their linguistic task. To cultivate this unparalleled level of focus, they utilize simple yet powerful rituals that powerfully signal to the brain, it's time to learn this language. Want to turbocharge your language focus? Try this, just as the Japanese masters do. Create a dedicated language study space that demands your attention. Ruthlessly eliminate all potential distractions. Use the same specific pen for your language notes, or light a particular candle before every study session. By transforming your language learning into a consistent ritual, your brain powerfully tags these moments as critically important, making vocabulary and grammar retention astonishingly easier. The true high achievers won't just watch this video and move on. They'll take immediate, decisive action to finally speak that language. But honestly, to implement all of these strategies all by yourself is not easy. But what if there was a way to weave these very strategies into every language lesson? What if you could learn the language not by endlessly cramming and forgetting, but by a program built precisely on these principles, guiding you to true conversational fluency? That's exactly what my Conversational Chinese program with the nonstop speaking method delivers. I've witnessed the sheer frustration of traditional learning methods, the endless cycle of memorization and rapid forgetting. Yet, I refuse to accept that as the only way. So, I poured everything I discovered from groundbreaking linguistic research, the very science behind these 4 powerful strategies, into creating a program that revolutionizes how you learn Chinese. Here's how my program, the free HSK1 course right here on YouTube, helps you master Chinese fast and never forget. Active Recall, your nonstop speaking engine. You've been told to listen, but passive listening doesn't build fluency. My program changes that. I give English prompts. You're instantly forced to speak the Chinese response. This isn't passive, it's intense active recall, training your speaking muscles. In every 20 to 30-minute lesson, you'll feel linguistic pathways solidify, surprising yourself as Chinese words effortlessly leave your lips. The Kumon method for effortless progress. Just 3-5 new words. Overwhelmed by Chinese? That crushing feeling ends now. We limit new vocabulary to just 3 to 5 words per lesson, mirroring Kumon's effectiveness. You'll tackle bite-sized 20 to 30-minute sessions, but here's the crucial rule. Never attempt more than 1 new lesson daily. You can repeat lessons, but pushing beyond 1 new lesson breaks this principle, leading to forgotten words and frustration. Spaced repetition, the program's guiding spirit. Struggled with words fading? Our program prevents that. Spaced repetition is the invisible, powerful spirit of every lesson. As you progress, older words are strategically, almost magically, reintroduced just before you forget them. This isn't random, it's precise reinforcement, moving vocabulary to permanent retention. Shu, mastering focus through our voice. Distractions constantly pull, but true learning demands deep focus. When you tune in, hearing my voice guiding you is the ritual itself. By doing so, you'll naturally cultivate shu, unbroken concentration. Consistently immersing yourself, listening, and speaking aloud trains your brain to associate these moments with intense, productive learning, making retention astonishingly easier. The entire HSK1 course of the Conversational Chinese program is available right now for free on this YouTube channel. This isn't just lessons, it's an engineered pathway integrating these 4 strategies, transforming how quickly you become truly confidently conversational. Ready to break free from the crushing cycle of forgetting and genuinely speak Chinese with confidence? Click the playlist linked below to dive into the Conversational Chinese program, HSK1, today. Experience the transformative power of the nonstop speaking method and finally unlock effortless Chinese.